I bet. So today we're gonna be talking about some of the most disgusting characters to ever grace the screen. I'm talking TV shows, movies, whatever it is. These 5 specific individuals were handpicked by yours truly for this video. If this video does good and y'all want a part 2, give me some names in the comment section down below and maybe we can make it happen. First off on the list, we have the Joker in any kind of media, whether it's TV show, movie, comics. I know in the comics he was bugging like crazy. He like ate all of China or some shit. One thing in specific sticks out to me to this day. What he did to poor Barbara Gordon in Batman the Killing Joke is genuinely insane. So the Joker pulls up to Barbara's apartment when she's spending time with her father, and as soon as she opens the door, he hits her with the Annihilator pistol from Black Ops 3, sending her flying. Now her dad, who's the commissioner, I'm talking about police officer head honcho, doesn't do a goddamn thing. He's frozen in shock and fear. He doesn't do absolute jack. He ends up getting kidnapped and the Joker proceeds to undress Barbara, and in my opinion he diddies her. I can't find any sources online that confirms this, but it is heavily implied. This has been a mystery for 40 years, bro. I need answers and I need them now. Then after Barbara gets the Joker hammer, she then learns that she's going to be paralyzed from the waist down for the rest of her life. Like imagine going from being able to walk wherever you want to being stuck in a wheelchair for the rest of your life. That's genuinely crazy, bro. Just the other day she was running laps around the neighborhood fighting crime, doing flips and shit, and now she's a Hot Wheel. It's an evil world we live in, gang. But wait, y'all, there's more. The Joker then makes Gordon, who's wearing nothing but a dog collar, look at this slideshow of his naked daughter getting diddied. Oh my god, this nigga's genuinely crazy. He got a slideshow of the crime he did to your daughter and he's showing you while you're naked. Oh my god. If y'all want to see me go in depth about this movie, check out my video right here. I'd really appreciate that. But yeah, this Joker nigga underneath the jail. Next up we got Theodore Bagwell, aka T-Bag from Prison Break. Now for starters, he's in jail for some very sick crimes you could imagine, most of them including children. I'ma just let y'all piece that together and figure it out for yourself. Then he's running around Fox River like the booty bandit final boss, offering people his pocket in exchange for protection. Basically, if you hold this nigga's pocket, you are now his bitch in jail and he'll protect you. All you gotta do though is take and suck a little bit of meat. I know some of y'all taking that deal with zero hesitation. Oh yeah, T-Bag gonna have his way with your ass. He tries to do this to Michael Schofield as soon as he gets into jail because my son is handsome and he's gay in real life, but in this show he's gangsta. He does not play that shit. He a real nigga. He not going for none of that. And then for the remainder of the show until like season 5 I believe, he has a raging hate boner for Michael Schofield and his brother, all because Michael didn't want to fuck him. So because Michael didn't accept his offer, he continues doing this to other prisoners, and it causes one of them to leave the game lobby early for what T-Bag has done to them. That's just genuinely crazy, bro. Oh yeah, when he breaks out of Fox River, the first thing T-Bag does is he kidnaps his ex-girlfriend who dumped him for being a danger to children. If you know, you know. And he forces her and her kids to play house with him for days. Just imagine Big Jeff if he had one hand. Up next we got Homelander from The Boys. Homelander is supposed to be evil Superman, and he might even be worse than that. So Homelander and Maeve are on the infamous Flight 37, and this hijacked plane is gonna crash and kill everybody on board. So after accidentally messing up the controls, Homelander refuses to save a single passenger, even threatens to laser everybody before the shit crashes. Mind you, there's children on this plane, and he says, nah, this shit could ruin my reputation, bro. Let them all die and burn. His ass wants no witnesses whatsoever. And like, I get it, it's smart, but it's so fucked up. It's so crazy when you're supposed to be this beacon of hope for people. I forget how they even pass this off on the news, bro. Vought comes up with some bullshit ass reason as to why he wasn't able to save everybody or anybody. You know what I'm saying? Just typical shit for this show. And then later on in like season 4 I believe, he goes to the lab where he was basically raised and forces one of the guys to play with his controller in front of everyone or he's gonna murk him. Because when Homelander was younger, he got mocked by him for doing the same thing when he was a growing boy. You feel me? All my niggas watching is we know what was up. We know what he was going through. You feel me? A little Princess Emily here, a little Tiana Trump there, little Angela White. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Y'all know ball. So now it's revenge time for Homelander, and because this guy is unable to perform in front of everybody, Homelander lasers his wiener off, and as he's screaming, crying and shit, he just squashes his head like a bug. thug. Oh yeah, he also forces the Deep to eat his own pet octopus who's begging for his life. The Deep can read its mind and shit because he's like, he's basically the Aquaman in this universe. So it's basically like if Aquaman was eating one of the sea creatures. It's actually really fucked up, especially because the Deep was cracking another octopus earlier in the show. So yeah, this nigga Homelander is unhinged. He's an asshole. He's mean as fuck. He's power hungry, and he's just a bitch if we being real. Next up, we got my favorite one on this entire list if I'm being real. We got Negan from The Walking Dead. Now hear me out, hear me out. Nobody has more swag than my dog Negan. I can't cap. The leather jacket and the barbed wire bat. That boy tough. He got that shit on for real. He just got so much aura, bro. The event that he caused genuinely traumatized everybody watching The Walking Dead at this point. He's probably the main reason why a bunch of people stopped watching the show for a while, for a fat minute. So it's October 23rd, 2016, you know what I'm saying? The best year ever to most people. And 17 million people were scarred for life because they tuned into The Walking Dead and they seen this fuck ass nigga Negan, the new big bad for this season, getting back at Rick for what he did to his people. He done murked all the ops in their sleep in exchange for food. Can't even blame him though. This is a zombie apocalypse. You gotta do what you gotta do. Don't hate the player, hate the game. And after a long ass day of running around trying to escape, they get cornered by a bunch of saviors. And as punishment for what Rick did to his people, Negan lines everybody up on the ground and plays a game of eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And you wanna know who Mo is? Mo is Abraham. And Abraham gets clobbered with Lucille, the barbed wire bat. Now Negan admits no matter what, he was gonna murk this nigga because he's strong as hell. This nigga looked like Sheamus, so he had to go. And Daryl starts crashing out and he decks Negan. So in response to this act of defiance, another person has to get murked as punishment. There's consequences for your actions, gang. And the person that gets punished is Glenn. And he gets his head bashed into mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes, gang. They do him so crazy. Oh my, he gets hit once and like his eyeballs like poking out of his head. Bro, it's disgusting. It's genuinely crazy. I don't even know if I can show this shit. I don't know if we can show this shit to the people. I'm dead ass. Like when this shit happened, the world dead ass stopped. Social media was going crazy, bro. Niggas on Twitter were spazzing. This was Avengers Infinity War before Infinity War, gang, bro. This shit was crazy. And then later on, Negan just becomes cool with him, I guess. Like I don't know what happens. I dropped the show after this. I was one of the people that dropped The Walking Dead because this shit happened. I was genuinely upset. I was tight. I gotta admit though, Negan got that shit on. Negan got swag. Next up, we got King Fritz from Attack on Titan. Now in the show Attack on Titan, the relationship between King Fritz and Ymir is one of the most horrifying things I've ever seen. It's not a tale of royalty, but rather one of absolute cruelty. For starters, Ymir was originally a slave in a village conquered by the Eldians, and after being accused of letting a pig escape, King Fritz hunted her for sport like she's a wild animal. And before they released her into the woods to get chased by dogs and archers and shit, he ordered his men to take her eyeballs out of her skull. Like, gang, what the hell are we doing? All she did was supposedly let a pig go. There's some debate on whether she did that shit or not. And if she did, fuck it, bro. Who cares? You gotta go to these lengths to show some discipline, nigga. You crazy, bro. You gotta go. So while she's running to save her life, she falls into the tree and bonds with this source of a living matter. I don't know what the fuck the thing is. It looks like a blue centipede, some shit, bro. But whatever it is, it becomes the first Titan. And once he learns that Ymir got this power, he doesn't treat her any better. He doesn't see her as a goddess. He doesn't change his ways of treating her. He saw a more efficient tool for war. And it's like, okay, fine. Let's just say him seeing her as a tool for war is reasonable. All right. You know, we're in a scary world. We need military personnel. You could at least treat her nicely. You couldn't come to a common agreement, treat her like a decent person. Nah, he uses her to wipe out his enemies, specifically the Marleyans. Is big Marleyan K for King Fritz. He does not fuck with them whatsoever. He uses her for roads, bridges, and to cultivate land to grow his empire, essentially. Just a big ass Mauska tool. Then this last part, gang, this shit is nasty. He uses her to bear his children. I don't know how old she is when she does this, but let's just say back in the day, royalty didn't give a fuck about no. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like he did this because he actually fell in love with her and he was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I know I treated you bad before. I know I used you for like a weapon of war and shit like that, but you dead ass my shorty. Like, I fuck with you. No, he only did this to solely pass down her bloodline and the Titan powers. And even through all this abuse and disrespect, she sacrificed herself, taking a spear through the heart to save King Fritz's life. And what does he do? He shows no sign of emotion whatsoever. He almost looks pissed off off. He's like, gang, you dripping blood all over my new stone and shit. Like, are you dead ass? Even in her dying in front of him after taking essentially a bullet to save his life, he couldn't even be nice to her in that moment. You know what she got instead? Her 3 daughters had to eat her so the Titan powers would not be lost. Like, gang, what are we doing, bro? Come on. And then on his deathbed, he demanded that his descendants continue this cycle on eating their parents to ensure the Eldians' Titan-fueled dominance stays forever. Bro, we couldn't find another way to do this. We couldn't find a healthier, nicer, more efficient way to do this shit. We gotta eat our mom. And let this be known, I don't see no Puerto Rican here. I don't see no black folk here. I don't see no Chinos here. I see a lot of, you know what I'm saying? I see a lot of Snow Kings here. That's all I'm gonna say. And if all this wasn't enough, perhaps the cruelest thing King Fritz did to Ymir was install a slave mentality so deep into her brain that she remained loyal to his will for 2,000 years within the paths. Even with the power of a god, she remained trapped by her twisted love and need for approval from a man who didn't give a fuck about her. He saw her as nothing more than a burden. It took the power of friendship from Eren and Mikasa to show her that she's not a slave, to free her from the shackles of slavery, gang. This King Fritz nigga is, yo, this King Fritz nigga is genuinely the devil, bro. This nigga's evil. Last but certainly not least, we got Orochimaru, the EDP 445 of the Naruto universe. And he might actually be the worst one on the entire list, because if I'm being real, that, oh my god, bro, this nigga was an issue. Something was wrong with him, bro. This nigga was the devil. In his search for immortality and lack of morals, he just sacrifices 60 infants which he kidnapped to experiment DNA on them. He was trying to do some with Hashirama cells, get the wood and jutsu or whatever, and all of them fucking died except for Yamato's whole ass. Knock off Hashirama, bro. I hated him, honestly. He had no swag. He was lame as hell. I just hated him. And he was our substitute for Kakashi. Like, gang, come on, bro. Get the substitute teacher ass nigga out of here, gang. Orochimaru believed another great ninja war was necessary to force evolution on the ninja world, which is actually crazy as hell. Yeah, I'm kind of bored. Why don't we start another world war? Like, nigga, what? He also does something called body snatching, where he literally takes your body hostage for 3 years and he suppresses your soul in your own body. Bro, what the fuck? Yo, this bastard makes you a prisoner in your own body. Like, excuse me? Are we dead ass right now? How are you able to do this? And the weirdest shit he does in the entire show, he likes to suck on a bunch of little kids' necks, giving them a curse mark to extend his life. Kind of like the Horcruxes from Harry Potter, you know what I'm saying? Voldemort does that to extend his life. Orochimaru does the same thing, essentially. His whole weird Diddy Justin Bieber mentor relationship with Sasuke was so weird and predatory, bro. It was a hard watch, honestly. He was practically drooling over Sasuke whenever he saw him. This shit was weird as hell. Do I believe he wanted to fuck Sasuke? No, I don't. It was obviously his thirst for power, but it just looks weird. As someone who was watching the show for the first time, I was like 16, 17 years old when I was watching it. I was like, dang, yo, why does Orochimaru want to fuck Sasuke? Oh my god, and I'll blame him for what happens to Anko. I don't care. Anko was so bad in the show. She was genuinely my crush when I was 16 watching this shit. I was like, yo, Anko bad as hell. What's like, damn. And then now in Boruto, she's a fucking chud. She's a fucking butterball. Oh my god. I blame you, Orochimaru. You a bitch ass nigga. And you want to know what's so funny about Orochimaru? Later on, after the Great Ninja War is over, you know what I'm saying? Madara is defeated, Kaguya is defeated, Black Zetsu's defeated, Obito's defeated. He just acts like nothing ever happened. He's cool with everybody in the village. Like, gang, what the, bro? This nigga was Hitler for y'all. It was genuinely one of the worst people in the entire universe, and y'all let him coexist among y'all? Genuinely insane. Nigga even had a 2 baby. Like, are you serious? You're letting this crazy fuck reproduce? Okay, you're bugging, bro. This nigga Naruto's a little too forgiving if you ask me. No wonder why niggas be testing the Lee village, bro. They think you sweet because you let shit slide. Bro, there's no way. If I was Naruto, I would let Orochimaru just be amongst us. He would be underneath the village, whether it's dead or in a prison cell. But yeah, that's the video, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed. You know, I had to drop another banger for y'all real quick. We are on the road to 400k subs. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for all the love and support on the channel. Really means a lot. Give me names for a possible part 2 in the comment section down below. Shout out Pre for helping me edit this video. And yeah, make sure you eat some water, drink some food, wash y'all ass, tell someone you love them, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.